$2,000 fourth stimulus check update for Monday, June 6th, 2022. This is in regards to the low-income and fixed-income beneficiaries of Social Security, retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, and RRB. I have all the details and what you've been asking for right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now this is a question that I've seen down in the comments section a number of times here over the last couple weeks. Some of you have been reaching out saying, hey, what's going on with the $2,000 fourth stimulus check? You haven't talked about it in a few weeks now. Can you give us an update? Let us know where we currently stand and what is going on with a fourth stimulus check or even a $2,000 fourth stimulus check. So that's exactly what we're going to be focusing on right here in this video. I'll give you the latest updates, where we currently stand, any new information that may be out there right now. So let's get into it as there's a bunch to talk about. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting that button right down below the video. It's totally free to do so, and so I can keep you updated on a daily basis with everything going on right now during this very, very busy time. Things are changing very rapidly. There's new announcements literally every single day. I'm watching everything closely, and as this information is hitting the wire, I'm right back here for you, breaking it down, letting you know how this is coming out and how it's going to impact us as low-income and fixed-income beneficiaries. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and let's get right into the update. All right, so let's quickly talk about one little piece of information really fast here as well, which I also do like to keep an eye on. This is the $2,000 fourth stimulus check petition on change.org. Now, this is something that I do check in on every so often just because I want to see what's going on with it. Is it still getting signatures? What is going on? Well, I just checked it literally minutes before I started recording this video, and yes, it is still getting signatures every single day. So what's interesting about it is when you go to look at that petition, it shows the last few people that have signed on there, and there are people signing up to just the last hour or two here. So anyway, people are still signing this petition. As of right now, it has just under 3,045,000 signatures from people coming in saying, hey, I really need a $2,000 stimulus check, and of course the ongoing monthly payments as well. So that is out there still as well. But remember, I just want to say this much. This is not my petition. It is somebody else who started this petition. Actually, a restaurant owner in the state of Colorado is the person who started this. She actually started it a couple years ago, when this petition was actually originally started. It has nothing to do with Congress, it has nothing to do with the administration, and it has nothing to do with the president. It is on this website where just independent people can go out and start a petition. So that's where that is coming from. And by the way, like I said, it is not my petition, but I do like to check in on it just to see what is going on. Next, let's quickly talk about where we currently stand with this. Now, as I mentioned in previous videos, in the event of a fourth stimulus check, I think it's going to be kind of a difficult road to go down in the event of a $2,000 check. Now, again, please don't be upset with me. I'm simply giving you my opinion on this. Now, I do still think that there is a pretty high likelihood of some kind of payments coming out of Congress. Is it going to be $2,000? Well, like I said, I honestly think it's going to be kind of hard to get $2,000 out of Congress these days, unless it is very, very, very highly focused. I mean, like a very small group of people, 10 million, maybe 20 million people, maybe something like this. If they came out with a very highly focused group of people, then maybe we could see $2,000. But otherwise, other than that, a broad $2,000 stimulus check for everybody, like the 85% of people who received the last stimulus checks the last few times, I don't foresee that happening, okay? I'm just being totally honest with you. However, I do foresee some kind of payments coming out of Congress. Now, again, I have no clue what Congress is going to do. I have no clue. No promises here at all with anything. I'm just giving you my best estimates based on everything that I'm seeing going on right now. Here's the thing. Let me tell you where we currently do stand with everything being announced out of Congress and what's going on. Now, here's the thing. If we do see a fourth stimulus check and if something does get approved, I could see another $1,400 check being approved. But again, I do believe if it actually does happen, that it would be, once again, another highly, highly focused check. It wouldn't be going out to 85% of the population. It wouldn't be going out to 282 million people across the United States. There's just no way. Not a chance. That's not happening. However, in the event that they do approve another check, I could see it going out to 20 million, 30 million, 40, maybe 50 million people tops, but that's probably about it. Again, I could see another highly focused stimulus check going out. But like I said, I really want to emphasize highly focused. And again, Highly focused would mean low income, fixed income. Basically anybody with an income under 30,000, 40,000, whatever kind of parameters that they would put around it. I'm not really sure because it's Congress. They're the one who have the final say. But again, I think it'd be, in the event we actually do get something, it would be a highly focused check on very low income people or the fixed income, because we continue to see report after report saying these are the people who are struggling the most right now and being impacted the most by all the inflation. We've talked about it a million times in previous videos. We don't need to talk about it again in this one, but that's what I kind of foresee. However, along with that, I also foresee a couple other things that may also be taking place of a fourth stimulus check. And now here's what it could be. We've seen multiple proposals here over the last 2 months, 2.5 months or so, even as recent as just a few days ago, the administration wanting to tax these big oil companies even more, and then take some of that taxable money that they've been throwing down on taxes here from these big oil corporations, and then giving it back to the people in the form of rebate checks. So here's what I could foresee coming as well as a fourth stimulus check. Now again, wouldn't be $2,000, but I could foresee some kind of additional tax rebate, a tax credit, some type of inflationary relief check, something like this. Highly doubt it's going to be called a stimulus check. Just being honest with you once again, I don't foresee another check being called a stimulus check, because that's not really the game that we're in anymore. We don't really need a stimulus check, because stimulus is the whole idea behind it, as in stimulating the economy. We don't need to stimulate the economy anymore. It's already red hot. It's already causing all this massive inflation. However, we could see some kind of like inflationary check, or I should call it anti-inflationary check. We could call it like a cost of living boost. I mean, we could give it so many different names. Who knows what kind of cute name Congress would come up with? I mean, seriously, I can't even imagine how much time they sit around spending trying to figure out these cute names that they give to all these different bills. Have you ever noticed all the bills that hit the table have a really fun, interesting name? Yeah. I can't even imagine how long they sit around trying to think of a name for these bills. Anyway, I could foresee something like this coming out as well. Maybe it's some kind of tax rebate check. Maybe it's a tax inflationary check, or maybe it's a tax gas rebate, or who knows what. I mean, seriously, there's so many different names that it could be called. My point is, with rapidly rising inflation, with rapidly rising prices on everything, with rapidly rising gas prices every single day, as we've been talking about, literally in every single video that I produce in the evenings, I've been telling you, gas prices are going up every single day. In fact, yesterday, the price was $4.84 a gallon. That's unbelievable. That's the national average. We're going to be at $5 probably by the end of this week. Unfortunately, that's probably going to be the case. So I could foresee something like this coming out, considering about 2 months ago, when gas prices hit the new all-time high back 2 months ago at $4.33, which, by the way, that was the record at that point, there were all kinds of proposals coming out talking about, a gas tax rebate act of 2022, sending out ongoing monthly checks. There was the voucher program, a rebate check. There was a one-time check being introduced. There was a one-time check of $600 introduced per person. There were quarterly checks being introduced. There's the windfall profits checks. I mean, seriously, there were so many different proposals coming out. And as of just a few days ago, like I said, the administration once again is talking about these checks going out as a result of taxing these big oil companies who do the drilling, who do the refining, things like this, and sending those profits back to the people. Now, how much of those profits would we actually see? Well, that's up for debate, right? Would they actually send all the money back to us, or would it just be a small fraction? Again, who knows? I'm not going to go down that road right now because we don't know quite enough information on it. But for those of you that have been asking about a specific $2,000 fourth stimulus check, as of right now, other than the petition out there right now in regards to the change.org petition, and of course there are a few other little petitions floating around out there as well, that's about the only information out there in regards to a $2,000 stimulus check. Like I said, I'm still very optimistic that there will be something coming out of Congress. Will it be $1,400? I'm not sure. Will it be $100 a month on ongoing monthly checks as a result of rapidly rising gas prices? I'm not sure. It could be. Could it be a one-time $600 check for per individual and $1,200 for a married couple? Again, it could be, and that would, as a result of the proposal out of Jack Reed, who is a senator out of the state of Rhode Island, the Food and Fuel Family Savings Act. That's what that one's called, the $600. It could be any combination of any of these, or it could be a brand new proposal. Any of this at all could be coming out. So for those of you that have been asking in regards to a $2,000 focus check, again, I just don't foresee a $2,000 check happening. I'm just being real with you. I really wish it could happen, especially for the low income and the fixed income, but I'm just not seeing $2,000 anymore. I just highly, highly doubt that, okay? However, I do think that there could easily be some kind of other check, maybe $1,400, that's highly focused, maybe ongoing monthly checks, again, maybe going out to a little bit bigger group of people, maybe, again, a focused $600 check per person, something along these lines. It could be any of these combinations or something else, who knows what. It could be any of these combinations. So that's kind of where we currently stand as of right now. So for those of you down in the comments section, I hope this better kind of explains the situation that's going on right now, helps you better understand what is actually going on with this. Again, I'm watching all this stuff very closely. There are continuously proposals and different bills and pieces of legislation hitting the table on a regular basis. It's not every single day, but on a pretty regular basis now, there are still proposals coming out for checks of some kind. A lot of these that have been hitting the table lately have been revolving around inflation, food and fuel, as in gas prices. So that's kind of what they're using to justify sending out this next check, is these rapidly rising gas prices. So yeah, they should probably do something, right? I mean, to see gas prices go up a penny, 3 pennies, 4 pennies, 5 cents every single day, day after day, for 3 weeks straight is a sign of something very wrong. That's a problem, okay? So they got to get grips around this thing. They got to get something figured out here. But this is going to lead to massive inflation on literally everything, because all of these fuel prices, gas, diesel, all of this ultimately translate into the price of everything that we buy on our store shelves. It could be as simple as a bag of sugar to all the way down to milk on our shelves, eggs, meats, anything. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's brought to the store, which obviously it's not made in the store, most things aren't anyway, but if it's brought to the store by a vehicle, that vehicle is running on diesel most likely. Therefore, all of this translates into higher prices on everything. Kind of makes sense? Anyway, hope this better answers the question for those of you that have been asking, and if you just wanted a general update on where we currently stand with a $2,000 fourth stimulus check. Anyway, as I get more information on any of these proposals or any piece of information floating around out there right now, of course, I'll be right back here for you, breaking it down, letting you know what's actually going on right now and what may be available for you to grab. Remember, there's a lot of other programs, proposals, checks, money, reform. I mean, there's literally so many things that are going on right now. It's nuts what's actually happening. Anyway, I'm here for you to break it all down into the shortest possible videos that I can right here so that you can stay updated with everything going on. So if you haven't done so, please make sure to subscribe down below. Also, feel free to share this video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out some of the other thousands of videos right here on the channel. I'm doing my best to keep up with everything and ultimately translate information right back to you in these short videos. So again, thanks so much for joining me. And for those of you that have asked down below, thank you for the questions. I do appreciate it. But this is the latest update and kind of where we stand as of right now. So hope this one helps you. Enjoy your day. Subscribe down below. Until next time, have a nice day, and I'll catch you again later.